when talking about winning and if it's a quarterback stat or not, a quarterback that falls in line with that thinking is Tua Tagovailoa because he's winning. Dolphins are on a 7-game win streak. Last year, he went 6-4. But even though he has a winning record, he might not be better than these other quarterbacks that don't have the winning record. But despite all that, we're not going to get into that. They beat the Saints 20-3, mostly due in part to the defense playing huge. I didn't think Tua had that great of a game, even though he had a great throw in that game to Matt Collins. That was really something good. I've been waiting to see from him.
And he put his all into that throw.
Bro, it's because he's lefty. No,
because Mike Vick was one of the most seamless throwers I've ever seen, and he's lefty.
Tua, that throw.
Is that debate done? Because you brought it up over the weekend.
No, it is not.
Oh, okay. Because Mike Vick throws it with ease every time, and he's a lefty. Thank you.
Tua, that throw, that was something I was waiting to see from him. That was the first time I've seen it in a while.
What are you talking about?
That throw was a better throw than the one he threw to Devontae Parker versus the Jets, bro.
Disagree? Oh my God.
Yes, it was.
No way.
He got hit and threw it right in the breadbasket to Matt Collins.
They both were 10 out of 10 plays.
And it was a longer throw.
They both were 10 out of 10 plays. One was a tighter window.
I didn't know Tua can throw that far. But
my God.
I do think
it was like a 40-yard pass.
I do think it's that's like his.
He had one of those throws against you guys early.
I do think that is his limit because I saw Matt Collins trying to trace the ball. He was like, oh, is this going to be underthrown?
He actually kind of overthrew him. He had to dive for the ball.
I feel like it was right there.
No, it was right there. Yeah.
He fell forward.
No, Matt Collins.
Because it should be a little.
While the ball was coming, Matt Collins stopped because he was like, "I know Tua can't throw this far, so I'm going to stop a little bit." Then he kept running. He was like, "Oh, it's actually farther than I think." Then he sped up a little bit and he got it. So, that was very impressive. But the Dolphins, what's more impressive that they're on a 7-game win streak. But this weekend they have a tough task against the Tennessee Titans. If the Titans win this game, they clinch the AFC South and they still have a chance to get a bye week in the playoffs. So this has huge implications. The Titans are 10-5, 4-3 since Derrick Henry got hurt, but they do got some players in COVID protocols. Taylor Lewan, Nate Davis, Kendall Lamb, Julio Jones, Buster Screen, Bud Dupree, Westbrook Akina, Jayon Brown, Danico Autry, Cody Hollister. Yeah. They have a lot of names on the COVID reserve list right now, even though most of the guys are projected to come back. Who's going to win this game? Are the Titans going to play spoilers to the Dolphins' playoff hopes? I'll let you start first, Drew.
I have to be honest. I've had this game circled on my calendar for a long time. Because this is the game make or break if the Dolphins go undefeated rest of the season.
Week 18.
I'm not worried. Okay. Now, to confirm, I will be going Week 18 to see the Dolphins play the New England Patriots in the Hard Rock. Hopefully to see them clinch a playoff spot. But they got to beat Tennessee first. And I got to be honest, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough because Titans have a decent pass rush. And the Dolphins' O-line is absolutely miserable. But the one saving grace is that the Dolphins lead the league in sacks. And Tennessee's offensive line is not that great either. It ranks right now 24th in terms of pass blocking wins. They're at 55%, which means 55% of the time their offensive line is blocking properly for their quarterback. And in dead last, Miami Dolphins are at 45%, which is 4% lower than second to last.
And they've allowed 45 sacks, fourth in the NFL.
That's the one saving grace, if I'm being completely honest. The pressure that the Dolphins have bringing to the quarterback position, specifically over these last 7 weeks, has been immense. This past Monday, we saw it against Ian Book. Even though he's a rookie, obviously you're not expecting much. They got to the quarterback. 8 sacks, I believe, something crazy. He didn't stand a chance, regardless of whether you think he played good or not. He was getting killed out there, and the Dolphins made it tough for him. And that's what's been a good part of this run, has been the Dolphins' defense stepping up to the elite level that we expected it to be at the start of the season. I do believe Tua does have a great game, though. I think Waddle continues. Again, secondary for Tennessee is not that great. Waddle's going to have a day. It doesn't matter who Waddle plays now for the rest of the season. He's going to be who we expect him to be. I'm done seeing the game managing Tua, though, to a degree. Like, he throws balls.
It's a big step for him.
Very accurately when he needs to. If he needs to throw the ball from 11 to 15, 15 to 20, he'll do it when he has the opportunity. But I want to see it more consistent. This rush defense for Tennessee is a solid defense, so you can't really rely on the run too much. Tua's going to have to take this game over. And I think he's capable of doing that. But I want to see the stats there, not only because I have him in fantasy, but because I need this narrative that he can't do it to go away. He has the capability. He has the arm strength. He has the arm accuracy. The throws that Tua was making against the Saints, outside of the one that he just airmailed, bad decision. That's the one thing, if I really have to critique his game, is his decision making. He knows how to place a ball as good as the rest of them. It's his decision making. Sometimes he gets a little erratic. That's literally the only thing that I really that I want to see next season him clean up. Other than that, his pocket presence has been fantastic. His ability to move around the pocket, stay strong within the pocket, has been great to see. He's shown great strides in that aspect. His ball placement is going to be great for the rest of his career. I don't have to worry about that. But I want to see him get it done this week against Tennessee. Solid defense with Tennessee Titans. This is a prove-it week. You beat Tennessee, people are going to show you the respect that you deserve, because right now, all the love's going to the defense. And for valid reason. Defense has been great. But now it's your time to shine. And I think he's going to do so.
It's so funny thinking about this game. This is the game of the week for me. I'm going to be tuned in all the way. I have tickets to go see the Jets Sunday versus the Buccaneers. If I go and scan my ticket, I get a free NFT sent to my phone.
Oh, that's fine.
Which is cool. So
that's OD.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going to the game, but this is a 1:00 game, so I really want to watch the game. I might just bring my phone and just watch it.
I wish they would have flexed this one, man.
But I will say this. I'm worried about the Titans because the offense is very predictable. They pass it way too much when they're short of the sticks. They do that 54% of the time, which is the fourth highest in the NFL. Average is 44.5%. When you're short of the sticks, you got to run the ball. And it's funny how Todd Downing operates, because it's contrary to what you're supposed to do. When you're short of the marker, you pass. But when it's 1st and 10, 2nd and 8, he runs. He doesn't pass.
Yeah.
And it makes his offense very predictable. The Titans have been very good, man. And when they lost Derrick Henry, I said this team's pretty much done. I never said that they wouldn't make the playoffs. I just said I don't think they'll be contenders.
Yeah.
But they have proven me wrong, because Derrick Henry's on pace to come back. The Titans have beaten so many great teams this year. The Colts, the Bills, the Chiefs, the Rams, the 49ers. The Saints, they're a playoff team. They're not a great team, but they're a playoff team. And the 49ers game was amazing. I think A.J. Brown had his first breakout performance in X amount of weeks. He had 145 yards and a touchdown. It was a fantastic duel between him and Deebo Samuel. They were going at it. I think the Titans win this game. And the reason why they win, this game means the world to the Dolphins. They have to win this game to stay in the playoff race, to be in the playoffs.
They do.
Who was Miami's former quarterback?
Tannehill.
Who? I want you to say it louder. Say it for me, Drew.
Ryan Tannehill.
Who's the quarterback for the Titans?
That guy, Ryan Tannehill.
You know what I think is happening? I think that Ryan Tannehill is looking over when they step on Nashville, because it's at home in Tennessee. When Tannehill is warming up before the game and he sees Tua throwing the ball in warmups, he's probably like, they replaced me for this guy? That's what they did? I think Tannehill, he's been okay all year. He hasn't been great. He hasn't been what he's been in 2020 and 2019. I think he has a big-time game against the Dolphins, because this is the first time he's facing them since they traded him. I think they traded him for a 3rd round or 4th round pick.
Yeah.
If I'm Tannehill, that's disrespectful. And he's looking at the Dolphins. He's looking at Tua. This is the guy you replace me with? And Tannehill's going to have a big-time game.
Oh, better quarterback's crazy. I mean, he didn't exactly replace them. He got traded the year before they drafted.
Listen, how does he have this great game?
Julio.
Who
Brown.
might not play.
A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown, really?
Yes.
So Xavier Howard.
Don't care.
And Javon Holland, who's been absolutely stellar.
Bro.
What?
You retweeted my tweet. A.J. stays healthy. He's consensus top 5.
Listen,
he's healthy.
You don't have to tell me this.
Not only that, but
But I'm telling you right now, and I told you this last week, San Fran's secondary is mid.
You guys
they
both
had
picked up the
one
win, though.
option. I did. Oh, because I thought that the offense would do enough. Their one option is A.J. Brown. He had more than 60% of passing yards for Ryan Tannehill. There's no one on San Fran that could stop A.J. Brown. Dolphins have Xavier Howard, Byron Jones, Javon Holland. They have guys in position to at least keep him in check. Now, if they're keeping him in check, who is Ryan Tannehill's other option? That's what I want to know.
Well,
They're not
been
running
doing this for weeks. Like I've been
They've been
down
winning.
the Titans. They've been winning.
You said 4-3.
No AJ.
You said 4-3.
No Julio.
4-3.
Okay,
4-3 with no weapons though.
I agree, but now they're playing a very good, hot defense.
So are the Niners.
Hot team.
So are the Niners.
4-3, and some of those games they didn't have AJ Brown
Beat
or
the Rams.
Julio.
I mean, I don't know if you're including that in that 7-game stretch, but Rams one team. The 49ers this past week were really hot. If they give AJ Brown the amount of looks they gave him last week, there's not a doubt in my mind he's going for 120 and a touchdown.
I don't doubt that they're going to give him the looks because they essentially
They
have no choice.
But they've done that in the past where he kind of just disappears, where they don't give him the targets.
I'm going to be a Twitter troll right now. This is a legacy game for Tua Tagovailoa.
I'm not going to front you. I agree.
This is a legacy game for Tua.
It's probably his biggest game so far in his career.
I agree. I think
second. Last year, week 17, if they beat the Bills, they make the playoffs.
but you're being very like
he was terrible
I've meant
that
to
game.
bring that up to you, and I've meant to have this conversation with you. You wanted him as a rookie to step in and beat arguably the number one team in the AFC that year.
I didn't.
Week 17.
No,
that's what you wanted.
What did I say?
No, but you constantly say that was the biggest game of his career, and he laid an egg.
At that point,
but
yes.
But again,
he didn't play well.
You were asking
bad.
him.
He threw a pick six.
I understand.
Did he have like 4 interceptions?
No, he had a bad game. But
terrible.
you're asking him. Who have you looked at the stats this year? After he's thrown a pick, he has the highest passer rating in the league.
Yeah, he's been good. Yeah.
Now, what I want to say is, you're asking him in his rookie season to beat the number one team in the AFC.
No.
That's what you're asking.
I'm asking him in his rookie season to manage the game like he did week 17 and not lose them the game. He lost them the game.
He did.
That team last year, that offensively was okay at best, man.
Okay, I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you.
I understand he had a bad game, but this season he's done nothing but bounce back
that
after
was
a
his
mistake.
first
every single
that
time.
was his first big time game, and he didn't play well. So now with 2 weeks left in the season, you need to win out to make the playoffs. He needs to have a big time
all
game.
have been big games. Like these are all like it's
But
either
these
win or go home.
though,
Bro,
these
outside
opponents
look,
are in Tennessee.
Bro,
Okay,
outside
this is his best competition.
Baltimore,
Yes, Baltimore. Yes,
outside-
but outside
of Baltimore,
New Orleans defense.
Ian
That's all I'm
Book.
saying. New Orleans defense.
And he had a below.
He
He did not
wasn't
have a
good.
good game.
He was
didn't have a
average.
good game
He
at
was
all. He had
average.
maybe
One
two good throws.
throw. Stop it, because how many?
And a terrible interception.
It doesn't even
And
matter. He was
fumbles.
average in the
But he-
game, bro. He was average versus the Saints.
I think he was below
he
average
wasn't asked
personally.
to do much. He didn't have to.
Because
do
you're going
much.
against Ian Book.
I understand, but I'm just saying that Saints defense is still solid, and he
I know,
had
they
one.
had
He
three-
had
Zach
one
Wilson
bad
had a
What
better
did
game
he
against
get? 3
the Saints.
points?
No, he did not.
Yes,
What did
he
he
did.
have? 3
No,
points?
he did not. Who?
The Saints. They won what, 20-3?
They did.
Bro, 3 points. Come on. I don't care how good the defense is. You have to go against 3 points.
I understand.
It's not that difficult when the opposing offense, they
And
don't
the
have, they
Dolphins
can't keep up
struggled
with
to
you.
move the ball, bro. They struggled.
Because the Saints defense is good.
I know
This
the
game
Saints
against
defense
the
is
Saints
good.
was one of his worst games of the season.
Statistically, but I feel like throwing the football, he looked.
Bro,
other
the
than pick, he
schedule-
looked
this-
fine.
Bro, he didn't have
This
many
is-
good throws.
Bro,
like
Joe,
he had
I
that
wanna
great
mention
throw to
this.
Matt
I wanna mention
Collins,
this.
but other than that, bro,
No,
wanna
there was a
mention
bunch
this.
of out routes that he hit perfectly to Waddle to
5
Gesicki.
yards?
No, see, stop it. I watched the game actually.
I did too. I watched every
Okay,
Tua throw
then
2 hours
then how
ago.
many out routes did you see? Did you not see that one out route that he threw before Waddle actually hit his break?
Yeah,
and
but-
he hit him perfect on stride.
And how many yards?
And how many
Like
times?
6 yards?
That was that was at minimum 12.
You're telling him to
13.
throw over the middle of the field across
No,
it?
that's not what I'm talking about, actually. I'm talking about the one that Waddle was in the slot, and he had it out route towards the sideline, and he threw it before he hit his break, and he hit him perfectly right in stride.
Okay, all this doesn't matter.
All
You want to
I'm
know
saying
why?
is
You
he
want to
had
know
some
why?
really good throws.
Okay, all this doesn't matter. You want to know why? Because we know the Dolphins' schedule hasn't been the toughest.
Far
Their
from.
toughest game has been against the Ravens, which you guys just trashed their defense in front of me. Told them they were trash. You
This
told
was
me they were
early
trash.
on. This was early on.
What you mean? I don't think they even had Marlon Humphrey in that
Bro,
game.
this was week 10. They did have him.
But
sure if
even
they
no, even with Marlon Humphrey, they wasn't that good. They was
Tua
mid
came
at
in the
best.
second half, and he threw for 158
No,
yards.
that's a fact. Tua did his thing, but the Saints this past Monday was the toughest game they faced in how many weeks.
He made
Tua-
one mistake.
Tua was
Tua fumbled.
okay.
The fumble was The
got
fumble,
smoked.
that's tough because that pressure was crazy.
Okay,
I mean,
I want to
all
ask you this
game.
question. This is a better question. If Tua plays how he played against the Saints on Monday, against the Titans, are they winning?
Screwed.
Well, I don't have to worry about that because one, Saints defense is significantly
No, I'm
better
just
than
asking you a
Tennessee's.
question. If Tua plays that
thing
way
is,
against the Titans, are they winning?
The thing is, he's not going to play like that. So
I'm just asking you. If
Tennessee has
not
more
gonna play
sacks
like
than
that.
the Saints on the season.
I understand. I'm not worried, and Bud Dupree's not going to be playing.
No, he is. He might come back from COVID
Really?
protocols.
The new protocol is you only need 5 days.
5
Yeah.
days. That's true.
Jeffrey
Listen,
Simmons.
I'm
too.
not. That's.
And
the
they
main
might get David
concern.
Long Jr., who's been one of their best linebackers. Zach Cunningham has had a emergence. He's
Resurgence.
emerged with the Titans. This is a tough game.
It is. Listen, I said it to start my monologue. I said that I am concerned about this game. But right now, I mean, pass rush.
also-
Right now, Tennessee's 17th in win
Give me
percentage.
your prediction.
Before you go, one thing to keep in mind: Tennessee is coming off a long week, 10 days playing on Thursday night. The Dolphins playing on Monday night, coming off a short week, so that even takes more in consideration.
This is tough. I do believe the Dolphins win. I think this is going to be a big defensive effort by the Dolphins, and that's going to be the reason why they win. But I also do believe Tua does have a good game. I'm going to predict 20-17 Dolphins.
17-13. You don't like that?
I'm actually going to go 21-17.
21.
21-17.
Okay, I'm going 17-13 Titans.
I also think it's low scoring. I'll take. What'd you take? 17-13. Take 17-14 Titans.
Damn, you guys are both counting out the Dolphins.
Not counting them out. I think they're a good
this
team.
is Tannehill's ready for this game.
I think
bro.
Tennessee's better.
Dolphins arguably the best defense in the league right now. Arguably.
Okay.
Yeah, top 5, but the competition again, bro. Like, look at these quarterbacks.
Fair enough. You know what? That's very fair.
This is
Very
the best
fair.
quarterback they played since Lamar.
I agree with that.
And even
But I
still,
think
like,
this team is beat up. And
they
again,
were just cover
the
zero
Dolphins-
the entire time against Baltimore. They couldn't figure it out for some reason.
the Dolphins have the personnel to handle A.J. Brown. If Julio Jones, which he has not been reliable not once.
I don't care if Julio
this season.
plays.
But that's my point. Then who is going to be the X factor outside?
Tennessee. I've been saying the same question, and Tennessee keeps winning.
But I'm telling you right now, the rush defense is solid. They have the personnel to stop their lone weapon in A.J. Brown.
They haven't had him for games, and they still win.
But again, because defenses don't know how to stop the run. We have Dante Foreman rushing for over 100 yards. I'm telling you right now, Miami's going to be
Dante Foreman's
fine.
been good.
He's been solid. But I'm telling you right now, Dolphins defense is different. We saw them stop the run against the Ravens, who are arguably the best rush offense in the NFL. I have no concerns when it comes to that.
I'm predicting a Titans win. But if the Dolphins win, I won't be upset. I want you to have a good time when you fly to
me
Miami.
too.
I want you to go to that
Thank
game
you.
and feel like Dolphins are playing for something.
That's really
And that's why
what
I'm not
I
going to
need.
pick them, because I'll jinx them if I pick them.
Oh, well, I just want to be right. I just want to be right. And contrary to popular belief,
No, not allowed.
I'm
not
a
allowed.
fan of
not allowed.
Tua.
Stop it. Not allowed.
I'm
Finn
a
family and
fan
I
of
are all
Tua.
on a consensus on this, bro. You're not allowed on the train. You don't know how many texts, how many IG DMs that I get. Yo, Joel is Tua's biggest hater, bro, and I have to combat. Yes, I know. It sucks. He has to do this because he's a Jets fan. He knows that he was wrong about Tua.
That has no.
No.
that's-
You're not allowed. You're not allowed. Finn family, we are all on the same agreement.
If I had
Okay.
Tua and I see Mac Jones, Josh Allen, Zach Wilson, you know what I'm saying? You got to do a little
Drew
something.
is gatekeeping me right now, but I'll
So the
talk.
second best quarterback in the division?
Not for long.
Tua.
Mac is
second,
better than
No,
Tua.
he's not.
I'll take
He's
Mac.
not.
I'll take Mac.
He is not.
I'll take Mac.
Yes, he is.
That is the safe pick, and it's a bad one. That's all
Okay,
I'm gonna say.
Drew is
makes
Drew
sense.
is Drew is gatekeeping me, so I'm gonna say this to you. Drew.
No, bro, you're not allowed. Don't say it. It's getting blurred out. Don't worry. I'm about to edit this out for you guys. Gone.
The reason why I'm such a fan of Tua is because he's been through a lot of narratives. He's had to go through a lot of resilience
right now, bro.
And I've
bro.
said
Stop
it before.
You're not allowed.
I see the YouTube title, Tua Tagovailoa, the best RPO quarterback in the league.
I admire success. I admire when people come back and they prove doubters wrong.
Pick a side.
And
I
that's
need you
what
to do
Tua
that.
is doing.
You're unbelievable.
I never called Tua a bust.
You said Jalen Hurts was going to be better than him.
I said he's Jimmy G.
And that is wrong.
That seems like a very fair comparison.
That's a huge TBD to say he's wrong, bro.
That's a fair comparison.
He's doing this with the worst O-line.
Bro, you're talking about Jimmy G, who has the second most road wins of any quarterback, bro.
Yeah.
In the last couple of years.
But wins isn't a quarterback stat.
No,
so
but you guys think it is. So that's what I'm telling you.
It fits your narrative. Come on now, stop it,
bro.
Stop.
Jimmy G he's a fine quarterback. You can win with Jimmy G, bro.
Fine in multiple ways.
If he's Jimmy G now in year 2, it's a wrap. Because wait till he gets an O-line. I'm telling you, the stats are there to prove it. When he has a clean pocket, he has the highest passer rating in the NFL. When he's thrown an interception, he has the highest passer rating the drive after.
What's to his upside? Top 10, top 5, top 3, top 1?
His upside has to be top 10.
No, it's just top 15. That's the most he can get to. He will never be a top 10 quarterback.
Why?
Because he just won't be.
But he has the passing abilities.
Bro. The top 10 already is stacked.
I don't think he'll be top 7.
Again,
I see like 8 as his best.
The top 10 is stacked with young quarterbacks. Zach Wilson hasn't even emerged yet.
Listen, these are quarterbacks.
Imagine when he emerges, bro. It's not even close.
Bro. He's crazy as hell.
Come on, bro.
So crazy.
Joe Burrow is lucky. He has Jamar, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon.
Was he lucky he tore his knee up too or no?
Come on now, stop it. Come on.
I mean, he was great last year with no Jamar
Well, was
Chase.
Tua lucky when he broke his hip?
No, he wasn't.
He was not.
He wasn't.
Because I wasn't even going to bring that up.
He wasn't.
You forced my hand.
He wasn't.
That being
Joe Burrow's
said,
better than Tua, but it's really not even close.
No, that's not close.
It's not even close.
That's not close, bro. Because then you're saying Tua's close to Lamar.
I don't think that Joe Burrow's on Lamar's level. So I'm not.
But we
saying
both
that.
agree there's not a gap between Burrow and Lamar.
What I've said is I think Tua is not better than Joe Burrow right now. I said that. I said Tua will be better than Joe Burrow eventually.
I think that's borderline. That's crazier than Burrow being better than Russ.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
Because I've seen Burrow have moments where he's better than Russ. I have not seen moments where Tua.
The Bengals are literally.
He has the worst O-line in the league.
I understand,
He's a pocket passer. He's not mobile, not even at all. He has great pocket presence.
He has great pocket presence, and he's incredibly accurate. But I don't think he has a plus arm. I think he's an average arm at best. You can't give me no mobility, not a strong arm, and you're just.
He does have a strong arm. He does.
I don't see it, bro.
Because he doesn't have the opportunity to display, and we saw it against the Saints. That if you're going to say anything other than that throw was perfect.
It was.
Great arm strength. I would say Devontae Parker, same thing. Jalen Waddle earlier in the season. Holland earlier in the season. Like he has multiple of these moments. When he has the time in the pocket, he makes these plays. So I'm done hearing this. He doesn't have a strong arm. Wait till he gets an O-line.